Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to another video. I was going to be doing this in a vlog because I felt like it was going to be more impactful, but by the time the vlog goes up, it's going to be too late. So we are going to look at the final rounds of the books that were voted for in the GoodReads Choice Awards. I am going to vote for the books that made it and if I read them, and also I think I'm going to maybe predict which ones wins. This is just a fun thing to do. Yeah, I like looking back and seeing which ones won, and I think maybe this year, maybe not this year, next year, I will read the books that have won the GoodReads Choice Awards. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. I would like to expand my genre field. But let's just hop into the final round. Okay, so we're going to hop into fiction. Obviously, I haven't read any of these books. I mentioned it in the previous video as well, but I would like to predict which one will win. And I've heard a lot of things about Blue Sisters, so I'm going to go with Blue Sisters as the finalist for this one. But obviously, because I haven't read any of these, I am not going to be voting. Can I go to historical fiction? So I don't think I've heard anyone talk about any of these. Maybe The Woman by Kristen Hanna, because I've seen a lot of hype around that book, and I would definitely like to start my journey in Kristen Hanna. I've never read their books, but yeah, I've heard if you want to start with it, The Nightingale is a pretty good book. I just don't know if my heart is ready to be ripped out and torn into shreds, so that's why I'm too scared to pick that up. So yeah, I think The Woman is going to win this one. And then we go to mystery thriller. I honestly don't know. Probably if I go with, because this is a very popular voting thing, if a lot of people read The Boyfriend or something other by Frida McFadden, that might win. And I think The Boyfriend only came out like 2 months ago, so maybe The Teacher. Even The God of the Woods, I would really like to read that one, but I've seen a lot of people say it's dragged out, so I don't know. I'm gonna go with The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Okay, let's hop into romance. I did read a few of these books. Oh no, because oh my goodness, I thought Funny Story wasn't going to be here, but I see it's down here. So I did read Bride, I did read Funny Story, and I did read Just for the Summer, but I don't classify Bride as a romance. I classify it as an urban fantasy / romance. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of people would agree with me, but Just for the Summer and Funny Story I read together, not like in a tandem read, but more like I read Just for the Summer and then Funny Story. So they are both on par with it, and I can't remember what I voted for in the previous round. I'm really thinking right now because both of these books are really, really great. But I think I'm gonna vote for Funny Story just because it made me laugh a lot. Like really. So voting for Funny Story on that one. Let's go to the next category, which is romantasy. I'm hoping Quicksilver made it. It did. I'm so sorry to Sarah J Maas because I really did like House of Flame and Shadow, but Quicksilver just like has a spot in my heart that has won me over. So I'm going to be voting for Quicksilver. Did I say, I don't know in the romance category who's going to win. It might be a toss-up between Abby Jimenez as well as Emily Henry. And I'm gonna lean towards Emily Henry. Not that she's more popular, but I just think a lot of people read her books more. I could be entirely wrong. And then for this one, I know a lot of people liked When the Moon Hatched as well as House of Flame and Shadow, so it's between those two. It could also be Quicksilver because a lot of people like that one as well. I'm gonna go with Quicksilver. I'm gonna go with my choice and say it's Quicksilver. That's going to be the winner. Ooh. The only one I read here was Lee Bardugo. And I don't think it was a good book. It just wasn't great. In the big scheme of things, it was very entertaining to read about. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it wasn't that impactful. So I'm gonna vote for The Familiar because it's the only book that I did read. But it just jumped around and it confused me. I think Empire of the Damned or Somewhere Beyond the Sea might win this one. And I'm gonna go with Somewhere Beyond the Sea as my prediction. Right, science fiction. I don't think I read any of these. I read none of these. My predictions might be The Mystery of Time. Did I say mystery? Ministry. Oh, James S.A. Corey is also here. Or The Family Experiment. I thought this was an older book. I don't follow a lot of people that read science fiction though. Let's go with The Family Experiment because I've heard a lot of things about that one. So yes, now we move on to horror. Diavola, I don't know, maybe. The eyes are the best part. I've heard great things about. Creepy things, but great things. And the incidents around the house as well as We Used to Live Here. But ticking fish is also popular with what feasts at night. So I'm thinking it's between The Eyes Are the Best Part and Diavola. I'm gonna go with Diavola is the winner here. I won't be surprised if Stephen King wins. Right, we go to debut novel. I don't think I've read any of these, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no. Maybe The Ministry of Time. That could also be a winner here. Or We Used to Live Here. So if I have to put my predictions down, I think The Ministry of Time. Now we go to audiobook. I've listened to 1984. Wasn't my favorite. I give it 2 stars. But the rest as well, haven't listened to it. And it can be any of these, honestly. I think Funny Story would be a great audio listen as well as just for the summer. I really don't know which one here because this one can fall in all the categories. Which one would I think is the greatest audiobook? Wow. I'm really struggling here. How about we toss it up? Richard Osman's We Solve Murders. Why not? Young adult fantasy, I think I've read a few here. Oh yes, Heartless Hunter. I've also read Reckless. I've read Wisteria. Read Ruthless Vows. Where the Library Hides. Yep, those are the ones that I read. It's either between Reckless and Heartless Hunter that might win. But I'm gonna vote for Heartless Hunter because that was so good. I can't wait to dive into the next book. But I would also have loved to vote for Where the Library Hides because that was also a good book. Okay, young adult fiction. Did I read any of these? I did not. Oh, I did. Heartstopper. Volume 5. I have no idea. A lot of people have been talking about Nothing Like the Movies. I don't think I want to continue with the series. It was a cute story, but whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of YA stories. Like, it really has to grip me so that I can like it. I'm gonna vote for Heartstopper, and I also think this might be the winner of the category. Now we have non-fiction, which I haven't read at all. Wow, I really don't know. I'm basing it off of covers now, and I'm gonna go with It's Not Hysteria. Sure. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Okay, so also haven't read any of these, but I think Kelly Bishop's The Third Gilmore Girl might be a winner, maybe. Or even Lisa Marie Presley, maybe. Okay, I'm saying it's The Third Gilmore Girl. I can't give you 2. That's funny. Okay, history and biography. I'm gonna have to base it on cover again, and I'm thinking The Elements of Mary Curie might win. I don't know. Is that all? Okay, cool. So those are my votes as well as predictions for the GoodReads Choice Awards, and let's see. I think it's on the 5th of December. I think it was the 5th of December. Anyway, sometime along there we'll have to check which one won, and then I'll set up like a reading thing to see who won and if I'm going to be reading those books. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video, and I'll see you in a video next week. Bye.